Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's AI news for Still Team Human on July 29, 2026. And I'm going to have to put my glasses on because I cannot see everything that I need to share with you. So, the big news today is that US President Donald J. Trump and his administration are banning the sale of humanoid robots made in China. You might have seen these bad boys on TV and other reports. They have been spotted breakdancing, washing dishes in someone's kitchen, or even on four legs serving as a robotic pet dog. With all those neat applications, you may be wondering what threat could these robots possibly pose? Well, the story is a lot more complicated than all that. Yes, the robots are widely used, especially in China, in factories where they can get work done faster and more efficiently than humans and without all those risks to safety. Some are also being used to complete domestic chores like laundry, vacuuming, and the aforementioned dishwashing. However, these dogs could be someone's pet, and some entertainment outlets might have used them for giggles, but they also have applications on the battlefield in war. In addition, all these robots, like all artificial intelligence, collect data to train themselves on. This could be a form of spying. It could be a modern day Trojan horse, in fact. And Yahoo News published a story in the Telegraph about the ban. And this is the statement from the Federal Communications Commission, also known as the FCC, which was shared in that article. Quote, foreign-produced advanced robotics devices present an unacceptable cybersecurity and safety risk. Advanced robotic devices present an unacceptable cybersecurity and safety risk. It was mentioned twice for uh, making the point. Quote, advanced robotic devices collect data that could be leveraged by malign actors to surveil Americans, enhance the capabilities of foreign intelligence services, or to remotely commandeer the robots. And while all of this seems reasonable to me as reasons for banning them, I still wonder if this had to be banned, why we did not go through with the ban on TikTok. It seems many of the same threats exist with both platforms. You could have cybersecurity and certainly personal data and even your interests and other things that could be used to brainwash, to try to promote, to try to commandeer in different ways. Uh, all that information can be used to hurt Americans. So I am a little curious about why there is this difference between the humanoid robots from China and TikTok from China. I also want to point out that I think this raises a lot of questions about the United States' competitive edge in the race to win at AI. Clearly, many countries are trying to outperform each other when it comes to artificial intelligence. It is a giant economic windfall for people. You've seen that in the stock markets in the United States. And although the excitement has cooled a bit because it hasn't taken over human jobs in the way that we imagined it would by now, it still is pretty hot ticket items, and it's still something that people are really pursuing at big companies like Google and Meta and so forth, even Apple. I think that the United States is behind on the humanoid robots. We've seen what the Chinese have been able to do with these robots, how well they perform, how well they execute tasks. As I mentioned, they are being used in the factories. In fact, that same article also said, quote, it is estimated that there are around 2 million industrial robots, such as robotic arms, in Chinese factories, which is around 5 times the count in the United States, and it accounts for nearly half the world's total. This is just telling me that we are behind. We know Tesla is doing some sort of robot led by Elon Musk. They are trying to have some sort of humanoid robot, but it is rudimentary compared to what the Chinese have been doing, at least at this point. Certainly, there are investments being made, and we can see what happens. But at this moment, the United States is a little behind, and that's something to be concerned about. I'd love to hear what all of you think about the ban, whether you're for or against it. Please let us know in the comments. I will leave the show notes in the comments as well, and that will include the link to this main article. But I encourage you to do a Google search. There are many articles about this ban. It was big news overnight. I look forward to hearing from all of you, and we'll be back tomorrow with another edition of today's AI News. Bye bye for now.